Hey guys, welcome back to Sleep Paralysis Part 2, how to put a stop to it once and for all. Now in Part 1 of my video, I had mentioned what sleep paralysis is. It is demonic attacks, dark entities that take advantage at your most vulnerable state while you are sleeping or about to fall asleep. I'm going to give you some tips on how to put a stop to it once and for all. One of the reasons that sleep paralysis occurs, and like I said in my first video, it starts as you know, during childhood, is because there's something tragic that happened in that child's life. Whether it was a death or a family divorce, the parents are getting divorced and it affects the child. So parents, please make sure, it's very important that you keep your child out of the darkness of whatever is going on with you in your personal life and has nothing to do with your child. If you guys are going through a divorce, just make sure that you keep your child out of it. It's very important because, believe it or not, it actually does affect your child in a negative way. And as the years go by, as time goes by, the negative energy just builds within your child. And what ends up happening is the more negative energy that builds within your child, it also creates this negative energy around your child inside the household, and it will open up dark portals and pretty much invite demons and dark entities into your home, and your child will be the victim and the target of these dark entities. They're monsters. They don't care. They prefer to go after children anyway. It's easier to collect their souls. So just please, 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 I can't stress this enough. Keep your kids away from the drama that they don't need to be in the middle of, they don't need to know about. Keep a happy home as much as you can. Even if you are going through divorce, which I ran into a lot of cases with children having sleep paralysis, keep that away from your child. You know, it doesn't if just because you're not getting along with your spouse and you're going through a divorce and you're separating, it doesn't mean that your child is going to have to pay for it. So, you know, keep that relationship and that bond strong with your child on both sides, you know, with both parents, the mom and the dad. Also, when it comes to sleep paralysis, when you're going to bed, I noticed, and it's hard because, you know, this is life, this is reality, but I noticed that many people go to bed when they're angry. Many people go to bed because they have bills and rent and mortgage and everything else on their mind. It's easier said than done, but it can be done. Before you go to bed, at least an hour before you go to bed, I would meditate. I would get all that stuff out of my mind. I would clear it out of my mind before I go to bed. And while you're doing a meditation, I would picture myself in a light bubble, a protective bubble, so you cannot be touched. Also, before bed, I would recommend a prayer, a simple prayer to keep you safe while you are sleeping. Prayers, I've always stressed this, and I can't stress it enough. Prayers are very important, and they are very strong, and they do work against the dark side. They do keep demonic entities away. So prayers are very important. Also, before you go to bed, if you are, you know, very stressed out and in an agitated mood and you're angry and you're upset about something, I would take a relaxing bath to calm down before bed. Meaning, when you are taking a bath, you can also meditate in the bath. You can also pray while you're in the bath before you come out, and that way you will be nice and relaxed. But make sure you get enough sleep that you need. I know life is fast-paced, especially for adults. You know, it's very stressful for everybody around the world. But try to get some sleep, and the much-needed sleep, so between 7 to 8 hours, if not 6 to 7 hours, nothing less than that. So try to go to bed at a fair time, so that way you can have enough sleep. And sleep deprivation also causes sleep paralysis due to the fact that you can't think on your own. You can't think straight. Your mind is not there completely, and therefore the demons will take advantage and you know, at your most vulnerable state, and they will attack you, and it can get very dangerous and sometimes deadly. Also, when you go to bed, make sure you go to sleep with all the lights turned off, be in complete darkness. And the reason why I'm saying this is if there's a little bit of light, your mind continuously works while you're asleep, or you're not, or you're about to fall asleep. When you're in complete darkness, you are in your safety bubble. And, you surround yourself in a safety bubble before you go to bed. And, when you're in complete darkness, there is nothing distracting your mind from going to sleep. So make sure when you go to sleep, there's no distractions. No alcohol, no smoking, no cigarettes before bed. Definitely no drugs. I don't recommend drugs to anybody. I can't stand that. So I don't recommend drugs to anybody. So, and also when it comes to, meditating, you can meditate with soft music and fall asleep while you're doing that, and while you're picturing yourself in a protective bubble, which is very, very, very helpful. Also try to forget about everything that goes back to, the finances, the bills, the rent, the mortgage, and everything else. Try to get that out of your mind, and you can do that during meditation. It's very important. During sleep paralysis, what happens is the demonic entities take advantage. Sometimes people actually get raped during sleep paralysis, and they feel like, there's nothing that they could do about it. There is absolutely something you could do about it. You can seek help from a psychic medium or from an exorcist, a person that performs exorcisms, to get rid of those dark energies and entities and close the portals once and for all. So you guys can also contact me, and I will be happy to help you out and do a full reading to find out who's attacking you, what's going on, get to the bottom of it, get rid of all those dark energies and entities and demons away from you, kick them out, pretty much evict them for good, and close the portals, and you'll be good. I promise you'll be good. There won't be any more sleep paralysis. Also, if you're used to falling asleep with the TV on, I would recommend replacing the TV with soft music. So you could put music on the radio, you could put music on your phone as you're falling asleep. I would recommend meditation music, something that relaxes you, something that clears your mind from everything that's going on in your life. You don't want to go to sleep with anything on your mind. Again, I know it's easier said than done, but you need to do it in order to keep these dark entities and demons away from you. Because what happens is when you fall asleep with so much on your mind is constantly running when you're sleeping, as it is. So you want it to run to, towards the light, towards a good direction, towards, as you're falling asleep, you can fall asleep meditating, you can picture yourself in a garden, you can picture yourself in a beautiful waterfall, someplace where you are feeling safe and protected and comfortable enough to fall asleep and you're happy. So think happy thoughts as you're falling asleep. Don't forget the prayers. And again, parents, please, like I said, I can't stress this enough. Keep all the problems away from your kids. If they're being bullied in school, that can also trigger sleep paralysis because it's bothering them and they feel that there's nothing anyone could do to help them out. When they have tests going on, a lot of homework, a lot of stress from school, then they have a lot of stress from home. So everything adds up. So, being a parent, you need to play that role and actually help your child and be there for your child no matter what. Once again, like I said, if you guys have any questions, if you want a reading, if you need my help, I strongly recommend to email me at monicaspiritqueen@yahoo.com. And let's get the sleep paralysis under control. Let's put a stop to it once and for all and kick these demons out. Pretty much evict them, close all the portals, so you and your family could be safe once and for all. There is a cure for sleep paralysis. It can be done 100%. I have done it to many, many people around the world, and I will be here and happy to help you.